guys, my name is Paige.
And I'm Ash.
And this is Pages with Paige, and today we're going to be doing Twisted Chooses our October TBR. A few little housekeeping things just before we dive into the actual game. Firstly, I will not be doing a October readathon breakdown, which I am intending on doing every month starting from here. I did do a call out on Twitter and then realized that I don't have time to organize the October one. I meant to write November in the actual tweet and start piling the November ones. So not doing the October one, but I will leave a link to the Twitter down below so you can check out what readathons were mentioned there as well, and we'll add to it as we go throughout. The two that I'm looking at participating in is Spoopathon, which is hosted by Spoop Hole, and the Magical Hop-Along, which is Rachel Serris, and we'll talk about spoops and maybe do a separate one for Magical Hop-Along, just because it's a lot more intense and I don't trust Twister. So, with that, regular rules are applying. If we get 3 of any color or body part or we fall, we add a spin, and for any bonus spins, we don't count the colors, but if we do fall, then it adds on. Alrighty, so spin number 1.
Left hand.
Yes.
Yeah, left hand, yeah.
Okay.
No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Many dears. Alrighty, for spin number 1, I got left hand yellow, which is I have to be picked. Which is, and you have to read the book that you've been avoiding. Now, we had a discussion because I'm not reading so much lately. I've been very much invested in the video game I'm playing. I'm now the officer of a guild and running events and all that sort of thing. It's taking a lot of my time. So I just haven't had the reading time that I've had in the past, or just
the desire to as well.
The desire to as well. The few books I was reading, it just burnt me out, so it's just like,
we just stick with your games, because you're a gamer that dabbles in reading.
Yes. So we decided that we would be able to swap prompts in and out. So I have passed this prompt along to Paige.
And I will be talking about this later. I will hold on to it. So the one that I've swapped with Ash is only text on the cover.
So I've got only text on the cover now, which I am bringing in To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. So this one is one of those classics that everyone has to read, so it's one that's on my list that I'm going to read. No penguins, no nothing. I went for a penguin classic and it had a penguin.
I was like, that's a penguin on the cover. He's like, God damn
it! We found one that is literally only text. Alright, spin number 2.
Right foot green. Light cover. Fuck. Alrighty, so for spin number 2, I got right foot green, and I picked light cover. So for this one, I'm going with one of my arcs that I need to read. It comes out on the 5th of October, so I need to read it in the first week, and that is Once More Upon a Time by Roshni Choshki. They're most commonly known for The Gilded Wolves on BookTube. I don't know what this one is about, but I'm really excited to get to it. You put fairy tale title and I'm there, apparently. So yeah, that's what I'm going for, light cover, and it will be on the screen so you can see that it is a light cover. On to spin number 3. Props up. See if I need to stretch.
Right here, right here. Less than 10 letters in the author's name. That's not suitable for fantasies at all. Alrighty, so I landed right hand red, and I got less than 10 letters in the author's name. So I doubled up on prompts to assist because it's got 10 only text on the cover, and less than 10 letters in the author's name. So doubling up there on Kill a Mockingbird. Spin number 4.
Left foot green. Advanced reader copy. Yes! Yes!
Oh.
Oh, thank fuck. So for spin number 4, as you would have seen, I got Left Foot Green and I got Advanced Reader Copy, which I then got very excited about, realizing how many arcs that I had, because for some reason I thought I forgot that I had 4 arcs, and so this was the perfect prompt. And then when I realized, I was very enthusiastic. For this one, I'm reading Comfort Me with Apples by Catherine M. Vellante. That's what I'm going with for this, is Comfort Me with Apples. On to spin number 5. What I just got. Start a series.
Alrighty, so for this one I got my left foot on green, which was start a series. So for this one I am picking graphic novel series that I don't actually own. A lot of people told me to pick it up, which is My Hero Academia. And yeah, so that's what I am picking up for starting a series. Nice and simple. On to spin number 6. Respin.
Right hand. Red. Just swapped. Let's go that one. Contemporary. So for spin number 6, I got Right Hand Red and I got Contemporary, which is great because for one of my buddy reads, I need something to break it up, and I'm going with Actuabe E. Brown by Talia Hibbert. Why does everyone stumble over this title? Anyway, this is the 3rd in the Brown Sisters series and I'm so keen to get to it. I read Take a Hint, Danny Brown last month, so I am very keen to get to this, and I think it will definitely be a needed break. It is a contemporary romance, but it's still contemporary, so we're going with it. On to spin number 7. Hi.
Right foot. I'm gonna say that's more on the yellow side. Ooh. Yeah. Oh. My body was not meant to bend in these directions. Graphic novel comic, I can deal with that.
Yay.
Oh. So, for spin number 7, I landed on my right foot on yellow and I picked up graphic novel comic. So I'm doubling up yet again, and so My Hero Academia, and yeah. So that was the start of a series that I'm going to begin. Hopefully it lives up to the hype that everyone's put forth towards it.
Yeah.
Okay, spin number 8, please hurry.
Right foot blue. Yeah! Indigenous author. Oh. So for spin number 8, I got Right Foot Blue and I got Indigenous author. Now for me, originally when I made this prompt, it was to focus on Australian Indigenous authors, and that's what I tried to go towards. We did deliberate doing just another Indigenous author, but I ended up finding one that fits perfectly. And that is Homeland Calling, which is Words from a New Generation of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Voices, edited by Ellen Van Neerven. And this is just a collection of different poetry, songs, a whole slew of things by Indigenous Australian authors, and I'm very, very keen to get to this. This is also fulfilling the Buzzwordathon prompt of elements, so relating to earth, air, fire and water with land. And the amount of time it took me to find this goddamn book, I'm so thrilled that I'm actually getting to it. On to spin number 9. Left foot green.
Yeah. Spin number 9, I got Libby. So I'm just sort of taking this one loosely as an audiobook. I don't technically have Libby installed. I was just going loosely with audiobook, which I'm going to listen to happily. I am doubling, tripling prompts to reduce the amount I have to read, because it's just an enormous amount of pressure taken off of me. Alrighty, spin number 10.
Last one. Oh, thank God there's no double ups. Here. Cool. Only text on the cover. Cool. Oh!
What was that one?
Libby! So, spin number 10, I got Right Foot Blue, and that is no extra spins for either of us, and I am thrilled. Now, this one originally was the only text on the cover, so I've got the I have to be picked and you have to read a book you've been avoiding. And the reason I was more than happy to take it off Ash's hands is because I'm buddy reading It by Stephen King this month. So Antonisha, LaShay and I are doing this over on her Discord, and holy sweet merciful Jesus, I'm not okay. So this thing is happening. I can't say I'm thrilled, but it's happening. And also Cha will also be joining us and just discussing it with me. And so yes, I'm petrified. I'm not going to sleep the entire month of October, and it's fine. These plus 2 arcs and My Hero Academia are the books that Ash and I are intending to read for Twister.
Yes.
Which is exciting. But of course, this
one's reading more as usual.
Of course, I still have another 2 arcs and then 2 books for another read along. So, bye bitch.
Alright, bye Felicia.
Alrighty, so battery is now changed and Ash has disappeared into the wind. So, I need to talk through the rest of what I'm reading. The next few things, and this is why I want to figure out the magical hop along. I might just end up vlogging it because you need to read things in a particular order, and I don't know what order I want to do things in. I have a lot of entryways for each of the park tickets, and then I have a lot that will be able to fulfill the prompts. But what I'm thinking is maybe not making a TBR for that and just playing it by ear, having all the prompts there, so then if I hit something then I can fill it out and go that way. Maybe that can decide the order that I read things in. But with Spoopathon, we are trying to get through a haunted house. Now, the way that you get through a haunted house is that you have to fulfill particular prompts and unlock the doors or defeat the ghosts. For me, I am joining Maddie's team because I can slide along the levels of the house to be able to escape. And this gets me all the way to the end. I can then include, so this gets me up to Trick or Treat, and this is going, the top one is black cover, the next is Something You Fear, the next is a book over 500 pages, and then it goes to Diverse Rep or Trick or Treat. So I could either go with Homeland Calling for Diverse Rep or Actor Eve Brown, or I can do a poll and just see what wins. I'm thinking potentially putting these 2 in a poll because both of these could be Trick or Treat. This being the trick because it's bigger, but also a treat because I have to read it anyway and it just allows me to double up without having to worry. This would be a treat in the fact that it is significantly shorter and it's part of a buddy read, so that gets me some bonus points. And then it's a trick because I still have to read Cress to be able to get to this one. So it's really interchangeable and it doesn't matter which one wins anyway. And then reading After Dark, I can pick whatever I want. So the books that I have definitely fit and that works for me. So that would be Spoopies, and yes, I am definitely stretching the rules to make this happen, but I want to be able to participate, but I have this behemoth, so I ain't going to stress myself out in the process. I still haven't decided if I'm going to like divide this for like 100 pages a day and get through it in 12 days, and then that will be that, or if I actually just want to take my time or binge read chunks of it. I don't know, but that is exactly the reason why I'm not doing the magical hop along till I get into the month. As I pointed out, I need to read Cress and Fairest as part of the Lunar Along. So we are up to book 3 and then reading 3.5 together. This is about 770 pages of book. So that is a significant chunky chunk, but these fly through. I really love listening to the audiobooks and I am not overly concerned about things happening. I will be able to get these done. And then I have 2 more arcs. These are interchangeable with Comfort Me with Apples. I should have probably put the Grim Rose Girls. The reason I didn't is because it's released on the 2nd of October, whereas the other 3 that I have, Flower Crown and Fearsome Things, all are in October. So that's why I didn't put the Grim Rose Girls, but the Grim Rose Girls is longer than any of them. So we'll see how it goes. As briefly mentioned, I have an arc of Flower Crown and Fearsome Things by Amanda Lovelace, and I've enjoyed Amanda's poetry previously. I've seen not great early reviews of this, so this is going to be interesting, but I definitely want to give it a read and see where I fall. Hello, Editing Me here. I also forgot to mention that I will be reading All Boys Aren't Blue by George M. Johnson for my Library of the Unread book club for October, November, and I want to get to it in October, so I need to add that in. Whoops, my bad. Yay, I'm excited. So these plus 4 arcs are what I need to get done during the month of October, which this could have gone a lot worse, like a lot worse. If I have time throughout the month to read more things, the collective page total of this is about 3,350 pages, which is, to do everything, not just my Twister books, is about 111 pages a day, which I can definitely do. Hope, fingers crossed, I am starting my job. I will have started it by the time you see this, but it is part-time, so I'm not too worried, and my last assignment is submitted on the 7th of October, so after then, I am a free agent on my days off, which is so I feel like I can get a lot of reading done and just see how we go. I'm actually kind of excited for this. I'm not excited for it. I'm excited for everything else by it. Myself. Let me know in the comments, what is the most anticipated book that is going on your October TBR, and are you participating in any readathons? Again, the link to the Twitter where so many readathons got mentioned is down below, and if I end up figuring out some more, I will definitely include them in my wrap up and just let you know what I've participated in. In October, I will be doing a video that is November's readathons, so if you are planning on creating one for November, please DM me. Let me know what is up and coming, because I don't want to miss out on those ones. If you like this video, feel free to give a big thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video.